slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it comes.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yellow, there's a wall there, right? Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Back's mine, back's mine.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Like 20. Super one.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Super. 58, Mike. Target.
From the 29, Goff. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, it's gone. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Just 1 catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Goff now to throw.
The goal for any offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They still can't get him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Third and long. It's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Right back to him on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We own them. We own them. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw. Down. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Back. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. 4 now. Check.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check nickel. Hold the look. Hold. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Danny. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 58.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Tonight, like 20. Hey, yo, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 58, boy, 58.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the 43. Cut.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff sliding out of the pocket. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a two-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
On fourth down, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about.
T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver, because remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 10, Goff is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Shell. 58, come on. 58, come on. It's our field. It's our field.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 92 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Shift! Watch the shift! Ric Flair!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
20! Mike, 50! Let's go! We go! 76! 76! 50! Go!
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Fielded at about the 28. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Yellow, our go on, 80! 54, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3rd and 3.
Fight on these two. Let's go on, 80. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep yellow. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, 43. You.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Just keeping the play alive. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
58, right over there. Hey, 76. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
Well, Mahomes can't get away. And down he goes. Darius Leonard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You got tape. Heroes 15. 49,
check 49, check 49.
Ringo. Mike,
on 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Score now.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the 50, it's Goff. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Thielen, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
54. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
They go play fake. Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike spot 4. Not here. Hey, switch gears. Shift. 15. Watch it.
Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, lift.
Now gone. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Here's Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Looking deep for Hilton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because
that's caught inside the 20. It's a room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They go right back to Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. DC.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hold on. 36.
On first down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And